This is a little video of our XX1 sweater, and we have two examples here, one on top of the other. The bottom sweater is the beige completed sample, and on top of that is just the collar section of a class example that I've done in a few different colors just to point some things out. So we started with the neckband, which doesn't seem like that would be challenging, but it is a kind of challenging part of the sweater. And so this is the right neckband. And over here we have the left neckband. So after that neckband is completed, then we're told in the pattern to pick up stitches for the body of the sweater. So the collar section, I picked up the stitches in pink. And you can see this nice ridge that shows after we've picked up the stitches. No matter what size a person makes, they picked up, let's start at the left side, 19 stitches for the little shoulder band, and then depending on size, 34, 36, 38, I don't know that I have the numbers exactly right, for the back, and then finally 19 stitches along here for the other shoulder. Okay. And then I proceeded to follow the instructions in the pattern and work the 19 stitch shoulder, and then on every row increase for the back, work the back, and then again on every row increase on this side of the back, and then work the 19 stitches for the shoulder. Now the shoulder is supposed to be a certain number of rows depending on the size of the garment. So some people with the smaller sizes have a narrow shoulder width, and some with the larger sizes have a wider shoulder width. But I truncated my shoulder, so this is a little shorter than it would be in the actual garment. And that's where we said to stop. Okay. So now what I have done is continue on with my sweater just a little tiny bit. Okay. And I'm using gold yarn to represent what will become the body of the sweater, or the yoke of the sweater, or the V-neck of the sweater. Okay. So we're told in the pattern to pick up stitches for the left front. So let me swing this around so we're looking at the left side. Okay. So along this shoulder epaulette, I'm picking up stitches right along that ridge of the shoulder, which, as I said, should be longer. And that's going to develop into the left front. I have an 11 stitch neckband, and then I think there's 7 additional stitches that are part of the XX1 design that's adjacent to the band going down the front. So after my 11 stitches and my 7 stitches, I've placed a marker. And then I have the stitches for the left front, and here's a marker. And then I have the 19 stitches for the sleeve, and there's a marker. Okay. Now I've already, when I was knitting with the pink, I've already been increasing the back, but the back isn't wide enough yet, so I have to continue increasing for the back. So as I twirl this around, I would increase right next to the marker on the back, knit across, and then increase right next to the marker on the back on the right hand shoulder. Okay. Then I would have 19 stitches for the shoulder, some stitches for the right front, and then 18 stitches again for the right front and the neckband. Now if you're using the 13 stitch neckband, you would have a total of 20 stitches here. These markers are very important because they tell you the sections of your sweater. As we work back and forth knitting and purling and knitting and purling, we now are at the point where we need to make this sleeve wider so that it eventually will go around our arm. So we're going to begin to increase on each side of these markers for the right sleeve, and then increase again for the back, increase for the back, and again increase for the left sleeve. And we didn't talk about this, but there are also some increases for the left front and right front, and that is all explained in the pattern. So that's the next section that we'll be working on and talking about beginning tonight.